Okay, so this next problem is number 3. It's called Factorials. It says, create a function that finds the factorial of a number. The program should let the user enter a number to find the factorial of. A factorial is a number multiplied by every number before it until 1. For example, 5 factorial would be 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Name it factorial.py. So let's do factorial.py, and then I'm going to create a function here just to make life easier. So factorial, and the only thing we need to define for the parameters of this function is num. So I'm just going to put num in here, and then now we can start writing our function. So I'm going to have an answer variable, and I need to declare it outside of the loop that I'm going to use. So I'm just going to say answer equals 1, and then since it's a factorial and we're multiplying by like a number that decreases repeatedly or increases repeatedly, so I'm going to do a for loop. So for x in range. So I want my range of numbers that I multiply by to start at 1, and I want it to end at the number that they enter. So since the range function is weird and it stops, so the stop parameter, which is num in this case, which I'm going to do +1, the range function, it creates a list and it stops it before this number here. So let's say I enter 5 as the number. That means it'd make a range 1 to 6, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we just need to be careful with the num function there. So this will generate me a list, and then I'm going to do answer times equals x. So this will just multiply the answer by itself. Or this is set the answer equal to itself times x. Just gonna put the spaces there just to make it look nice. And after this loop is finished, so we're gonna go outside of the loop, and we're not gonna indent it. We're just gonna return answer. And then now we need to go to the user input part. So I'll say int1 equals int input. Enter the number you want to find the factorial of. Okay, so that should be good. And then since I use this return statement, I'm just going to print it right here. Print factorial int1. So let me just test if this works real quick. So I'll say 5, and 5 factorial is 120, so that tells me that this worked. I can try a bigger number too. It might take a little while to run. 10. It gave me, remember, this is 3.6 million. So that was factorials. Just, I guess this loop is the main part of it that I want you guys to take away from it, and how you can use loops. The next one, it goes into lists and searching through them.